Host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run the counter. Mitchell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Rosen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Rosen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Rosen off the play action. Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this time, Rosen will throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down now, it's Mitchell.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Rosen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Middle.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Play fake. Winston. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Finding room to the 20. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Middle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's 2nd and 9. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Winston out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action here with Rosen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
From the gun, Winston. That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On play action, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw again. Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience. To be for 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At their own 13-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Mike 28. Stop your whining. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They go play action. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, the 20.
Nothing here.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they try the right side here. Escapes the defender, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Winston now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Saints 40, 49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Brings up 2nd and
2. 2nd and 2. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Rosen to throw again. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This is 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play fake. Winston steps away. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's